Hello, everyone, and welcome to Records and Rants with Ice and Dixon, formerly known as the Ice and Dixon Show. We got a lot to talk about today, a lot of good stuff. It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait to get into it with my co-host and a truly best good friend, Dixon. How are you?
Ice. Wow. I also feel that you are, one of the best friend I've ever
Yeah.
had.
Wow, thank you. I really appreciate that. I mean, feelings mutual, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Feeling mutual, probably.
Yeah, probably. Probably.
So
Let's,
I mean, a lot of people are probably going to be thinking, "Hey, what's with the new?" If you didn't catch last week's hit episode, uh, we're doing a what would you call it? I don't even know what you'd call it. What's the word?
what,
A brand
what-
shift?
yeah,
New change?
rebranding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why can't I think
Yeah.
of that? Yeah, we're doing a big time rebranding here. So now we are Records and Rants with Ice and Dixon. So basically, the topics of the show are going to revolve around records, albums, music, and things like that. And then also we throw in our rants at the end because we always have fun with that. So I just got into vinyl. Dixon has been my guide for all of this, and I've always been into music my whole life. But now I'm really getting into the whole record buying and vinyl aspect of it. And I think it's really cool. I think it's awesome to have a physical piece of media to be able to listen to this stuff. And I purchased quite a. I won't even say how much because I'm kind of
Oh,
embarrassed about
man.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
I'm taking a break. I think I'm going to limit myself to like maybe one per month or something, or a couple per month. But
Yeah, it's hard to do. It's definitely hard to do. It gets addicting fast.
yeah, for sure. But anyway, that's the that'll be the premise of the new show going forward. So this is essentially, as far as our rebranding goes, this is episode 1. We're starting.
Wow.
Start from the back, and we will also be uploading this on anchor.fm/Ice and Dixon. It's coming back, guys. I know you guys were on the anchor.fm
Wow.
feed, and there wasn't much going on there because we switched to live and we switched. It was a whole mess. But now we firmly planted ourselves on Records and Rants. This is the best way forward. We know what we're doing.
Now we're finally getting to a consistency spot. This is big. This is huge.
Yeah, I'd say so because we were kind of. I don't want to say throwing S at a wall, but we were a ship without a sail, I would say. And
Yes.
it was a galleon, and we had treasures on it that you could not believe. And we were just we were sailing out there. We just couldn't find a port, and we found that lighthouse, and now we're coming into port. So
Oh, wonderful. Wait, it should be like Sea Tales and Rants with Ice
oh
and
god. All right, new rebranding, Sea Tales and Rants with Ice and Dixon. Oh,
Did
man.
anybody happen to notice our previous episode? Like, did anybody do we get any note? Did anybody see the change or?
Well, I mean, we got 5 views on it, so it was pretty. It was no, okay.
That was great.
I'm definitely gonna go back to segmenting our stuff now too because I have a way to extract the audio from this. So if you're looking for the
Wonderful.
clips, we'll be back with that. And yeah, also the next day, typically everything will be uploaded to Anchor FM and our Clips channel, which is also our main channel. So just stay tuned for that, guys.
Typically, with it's italicized because typically it could mean several different things, right?
Yeah, well, yes, yeah, of course. I mean, it's an evolving timeline, I guess I'll say.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But we try our best over in the technical department here. We got there's so much going on.
Speaking of technical department, how's the
Yeah.
dongle situation? Because I know that's been up in the air. I know people have been wondering what our scenario is in terms of the dongle.
Well, there's no need. We're now hardwired directly into the main hub of the internet. So I I was looking. I'm like I was looking around. I'm like, God, I gotta figure this out. I gotta buy a dongle that's not going to be a problem. I gotta find one for streaming. And streaming is like it's bandwidth heavy, right? Like there's a lot of shit going on. There's
right.
Our voices are carrying. I'm connected with you. I have Streamlabs up. I have like media's coming out of all that crap. But and then I'm like, these are like hundreds of dollars. I'm like, why am I doing this? I'm just gonna hardwire it. So I bought a Cat 5 cable. Actually, Cat 6. They have Cat 6 cables now. Just an Ethernet cable.
6.
Yeah, and yeah, Cat 6, and then
Big Cat 6 job.
yeah, big Cat 6 job, and it's currently wired into my router right now. So I dare the internet to try to disconnect me.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's
Very
it's not
cool.
gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Is my voice coming through clear? I think I'm probably
Yeah,
pretty
it's
good. Yeah.
it's much clearer than it has been previously. I will
Wow.
say that.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. This is great
Yeah.
news. See, we're right with the new rebranding. We got the new. I'm disavowing TP Link and Netgear.
Yeah.
You guys could suck it. You're
Yep.
trash. I
No,
I
no longer friends of the show.
no longer friends of the show. I remedied all your issues with a $5 cable. So
Unbelievable.
yeah, I mean that's the way it goes though. I mean, but the way my room is, I have to. I'm finally doing the electrical. If you're old school fans of the show, I've been trying to do this GD electrical for what, months and months now.
Yeah,
But I
see,
could
this has
find.
been really, yeah, it's been a project you try to undertake. It's big time.
Yeah, so right now the cable is like spanning across the room, like it's on the floor. It looks garbage. It looks pretty trashy. But eventually, probably by the end of May, I'll have this whole studio set up. Everything's gonna be awesome,
Wow.
and I'm really looking forward to it.
Wow, that's going to be a big development here.
Oh yeah, well I'm gonna have a love seat in here. I got my entertainment center.
You and
uh,
those love seats, I swear to God.
it was
those,
was it was hilarious when I went to see you when I went to see
yeah.
you and your girlfriend. I was like, we were talking about couches, and you're like, I was like, wow, this is like a nice, because you had very aesthetically pleasing furniture, and you're like, yeah, you're just like really utilitarian with your.
Yeah. God, you have so many sectionals. You can't even
I
fit the
did.
sections. Where one person sitting on one section, the other section's in storage, the other
I
section's God knows where.
I know it's pretty funny because I look at it, I'm like, yeah, this is just like a plain brown like garbage couch. There's like nothing. There's nothing to it. It just is. It is a couch. That's it. But
I do like that feature the sectional some of them have is that where you can like either spread out. It's like a chaise lounge in addition to the couch,
yeah, no,
like where you can like spread out. I do like that feature. That seems pretty cool.
yeah, I like it too. Like because the way that the room's oriented, like I kind of just splay out on that thing when I want to relax. So it's nice to have.
Yeah, I like that. Because part of my career is I go into people's living spaces at times, and they have like these massive, just massive, absolutely massive recliners, and they look like absolute garbage, but they look so comfortable. You know?
I'm sure they are.
Yeah.
I I feel like sometimes you have to like it's like a give and take. It's like, is your furniture going to be aesthetically pleasing, or is it going to be like good? Like there's a fine balance between that.
Right. Yeah, I mean, if I were over somebody's house and I saw those gigantic recliners, they're like all flopped over, and you
Yeah.
see like the imprint. It looks like a ghost. Like that's where they died. Like I would definitely stay away from that because yeah, why would I want to sit there? But I can understand the appeal that hey, I come home at the end of the day, I want to flop on this recliner. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, honestly, Dixon, when you were talking about the chase, like mine is
yeah.
gonna have an imprint of me like pretty soon. Just me laying on it.
I want to get an ottoman for the one chair we have. We have there's a matching ottoman available. We haven't gotten it. I think that would really elevate the scenario because I like to kick my feet up every once in a while.
Oh, for sure, absolutely.
Hmm. Well, I mean, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Wait, no, were you saying you were buying the ottoman, or you wanted me to buy the ottoman?
No, no, I would like personally like to buy an ottoman. I don't know
Oh
if you
no,
have
yeah.
enough room for any ottomans
No,
with
I'm
all these
no,
sections.
I'm pretty, I'm pretty maxed out, and I have half of it in storage because it doesn't even friggin' fit.
So,
How
did you
about
buy a separate love seat for the studio?
I have to. I don't have the
Oh,
way
okay.
that stuff's oriented in here. It's a mess right now. So
Uh-huh.
I have to move my desk over to where I'm going to put it, which is like against the window. Then once I get all the wiring done and everything, then I'm gonna buy the sectional, and then I'll be ready to go. Because right now, like if I want to watch TV, I slide my chair like over the carpet and just watch it there. But so it's very haphazard in here right now.
So you're not you can't bring a section of the sectional into your studio?
Well, I that's a good okay. So I could, but the
Yeah,
one
right, right.
the one side will be bare, and
Oh yeah,
it would just look like trash because the way that it's set up, it has to be connected to something. Like otherwise, you're just
right.
gonna see like the connections, like the metal flanges on the side or whatever. And it would look like crap.
I'm with you. I understand. No, so yeah, that's how in theory you connect all of them together.
Yeah, exactly. The way I have it oriented now, like I just kind of like cut down on it, but I don't know. It, it was a good purchase at the time. I'll say. Now I'm kind of second guessing it.
That had to be like $35,000. That was literally the amount of just the materials that it cost to make that had to be over $15,000. It's just so
I mean,
much.
yeah. The thing is like, oh my god, it's huge. It's absolutely huge. Well, I mean, that one house that I lived at though, it was like, it was perfect for it. But
Yeah,
that was like the one single house that you could like if you weren't exorbitantly wealthy. Like no, I don't think anyone has a room like that big. And
right.
that old farmhouse I was in was just like it was like a kitchen and then that room. So like half
Yes.
like three-quarters of the downstairs was just the living room. So it worked.
Yeah, that was if we could only go back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If I I kind of wanted to buy that house. I wonder how much it would go for. Probably a lot. I think it has a lot of land, but you know,
Yeah.
it is. How about our one mutual ex friend
Yeah.
trying to sell that friggin' couch for?
Because I noticed he had it listed. Wasn't it like $300 or $400, and now it's reduced to $100, or was it
Me,
always $100?
no, no.
Yeah.
So me and Dixon have a Facebook friend that we monitor from time to time. But like he's been trying to sell this friggin' couch for. Honestly, I'm not even joking. Probably 3 years, and it started at like 800. Then it went down to 500. Then it went to 300, and then and now
uh,
3 years later, it's at $100. And I'm thinking like bro, just freaking give it to the Salvation Army at this point. Like you want to get rid of it, just give it away. Like no one's paying for it.
he's obviously not sitting on it. Where is it?
I-
It's got to be costing him something somewhere to have this couch
John
put
is
up.
just like piled up like
Yeah.
in his I don't know, who knows.
Oh my gosh, what an episode! I
I
don't,
know. Pretty funny. Pretty funny.
maybe this. If
Oh
somebody has to
man.
take that couch for $100, I mean, if I were ever in desperate need of a couch in a
Oh yeah.
setup, $100, I'd probably have no issue spending. So
Yeah,
maybe
no,
this will be the time he gets rid of
yeah, absolutely. I mean, we'll see. 1 year later, it's gonna go up again, $50.
it.
uh,
um,
oh man, that's funny. That's good stuff.
well, if there's anything that you're an expert in, there's two things. It's sectional sofas
Yeah.
and new vinyl records. So,
Oh
so
wow.
take us through what you bought.
Oh man, I'd have to I'd have to I'll have to pull it up quick. Okay, well, one of the brand new ones that I just got that actually came in, and it's kind of going to be a sad story at some point. But
Oh no.
I was actually kind of disappointed, and I just received it today. But that we'll get to that. But the one of the first albums I purchased um on Amazon
Uh,
was Where the Light Is by Surfaces. Now, do you
uh,
know this? Have you heard of these people?
no, I've not heard of surfaces.
Now, you would know one of these songs. Have you ever heard of oh man, what is it? It's not on the album that I purchased.
Here, let me dial
Su-
this up real quick.
Sunday Best. Just listen to Sunday Best. I
Oh yeah, I
know.
know. Oh
Yeah.
yes, I know. I know these guys. Yeah,
Like yeah, that
yeah,
yeah, that
I know these guys. Yeah.
yeah. So like they're kind of like a I don't even know what you'd call them. Like a soul reggae, like kind of jazzy. They kind of have like a lo-fi feel almost, and I think that's what kind of
Yes.
like interested me in them in the first place because they kind of have that jazz hip hop aspect.
Right.
But yeah, I purchased the album Where the Light Is, and
Okay. Yes, I do know who these guys are, and they're the whitest people of all time. They're the whitest dudes I've ever seen.
yeah, no, I that's the craziest thing because when I heard them first, I legitimately thought that they were African American or people of color, as some say.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
but yeah, Where the Light Is actually their second album that came out in 2019 because they were just recently formed in 2017.
Oh wow, yes, yeah. I've heard of these guys. I really have. I've listened to their stuff, even beyond their one single hit.
No, I mean like their music is
Yeah,
it's one of those things. And again, this is why I love vinyl because I was uh I was like making breakfast in the morning and I just turned it on and I was just listening to it
yeah,
in the background. It's just easy listening kind of stuff. And
right.
it's really good. So if you like laid back kind of like soulful jazzy music with like a modern twist, I would say that this is a great album. Now I wanted to get Horizons, but that's what they're like newer music that they're probably more well known for. Like I said,
Uh huh.
with Sunday Best and things like that. But
Yeah,
that was hard to find, and I didn't want to
right,
pay like $75 for it. So Where the Light
right,
Is,
right, right.
it only cost me like $20. But yeah, that's a printed on, or I'm sorry, pressed on white
Ooh,
vinyl.
wow, white vinyl. That's cool. Nice.
Yeah, so that was neat. And then I also got Bob Marley Legends today. That came in
Oh
today.
yeah, that's a record everybody
Oh
should own.
yeah, no, absolutely. Like I was listening, or I was listening to the album on YouTube before I got it. I'm like, let me look into this. Let me see what it is. And all these songs, I'm like, oh my god, these are like jams. These are all. It's like his best hits almost.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's what Legend is. Legend is one of those albums that everybody. It just because you know all the songs on it. It's crazy.
Yeah,
You know?
like I could read through these right now. Is This Love? No Woman, No Cry. Could You Be
Uh,
Loved? Three Little Birds.
uh,
Buffalo Soldier. Get Up, Stand Up.
uh,
Like these are. I know every single one of these songs. And for me, like I don't know. I consider myself. I don't know. Would you say I listen to a lot of different music, or do I
yeah,
kind of
yeah, you do. No, you do.
like? Yeah, I guess I do, but like Bob Marley, like I guess it's I don't know because like I feel like sometimes I put myself into like a certain group of things and I'll just listen to that. Like remember when I was on the
No,
D
I
and
hear you.
D kick?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. You're in D&D, and then you played.
yeah.
What was that band? Steal My Sunshine. Len. You always
Oh
played
yeah.
the. Yeah, you always played
Yeah.
Len.
Oh my god, I should. I wonder if they have a vinyl.
I don't
Probably
know.
not. I don't know. That'd just be funny to have. Wow, here we go. $85 on Discog. I'm
Oh
looking
yeah.
at it. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now for the Len album. That's a lot more than I thought it would be. But yeah, like so I got Legends, and that was I'm pretty excited. That literally just came in before we went live, so I'm excited
Oh
about
wow,
that.
that's
Um,
good. Now I saw you had a what's his name? Oh, Luke Combs. I saw
oh
you had
yeah,
a Luke Combs vinyl there.
yeah, Sierra. It was
Oh,
my dear my dear girlfriend's first album that she purchased.
ah, that's
Hmm.
cute. That's nice.
Yeah, I was. I mean, I was being a dick. I was like, you no, you have to buy stuff that's like old and like I was.
It's like
I was.
old.
I was. I felt bad. I was immediately gatekeeping, and I was like, oh, that was pretty shitty of me to say that because like we listened to it. I'm like, oh, this is a good album. Like I enjoyed it. I forget the
Yeah,
name. I forget what the name of the album was though, but it was
he has
a
a lot of good songs.
yeah, no, yeah, for sure. But but yeah, no, that was fun to listen to. And then I'm trying to think of, oh yeah, my my big horror story here.
Oh no, something get bent or
No,
broken.
no, it didn't get bent.
Oh, okay.
It didn't even get sent to me. That's the problem.
Oh,
That's the problem.
uh-huh.
It was Demon Days by the Gorillas. Did not get sent to me.
Oh man, that was your favorite. That's your favorite album. What happened? What was the
I
deal?
they just ran out of it. So when I originally ordered it, it said there was one left, and you know how it says like, oh, order now, like it's almost out.
Oh,
And at first
yeah.
I'm like, yeah, right, like this is BS. It's probably just because it's getting a lot of traffic, and they want people to buy it.
Uh-huh.
But it turns out there there really was only one left. So now I'm gonna have to go on
Uh,
Discogs and like spend an arm and a leg for it.
no, this was a new pressing. This wasn't old.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, it was a new pressing.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
but
interesting.
yeah, so yeah, those are all the new ones I got, and I'm still waiting on. I think I got one other one. It's gotten to the point where I'm like, when you order stuff off Amazon, you just you just do it so much that you don't even know what's coming in.
Yeah,
That's that's kind of what it's been like. But
gotcha.
oh, I also got Rock Cuts too. That's a fantastic album. Absolutely amazing.
Huh.
That's just that chill hop, like just random chill hop stuff. I think that was one of the first chill hop albums that was released, because if you go on YouTube, um, you know how you could search like 24/7 lo-fi, like stuff like that.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So chill hop also has like their own thing, and like if you know what I'm talking about, you know it's like their like branding is like that raccoon, that little like drawn
Yes,
raccoon.
yes, I've
Well,
seen that.
that's what they are now. But prior to this, they're when they started out, they did rock cuts, and that was
Oh,
like, yeah. If you've definitely seen this before, if you like search chill hop, like you've probably seen this album art because they throw it up on like all the songs that they play. But that's a great one. It's really short, but at the same time, it's like it's just one of those things like you can just throw on and just listen to it in the background because it's just jazz hip hop.
oh, very good. Yeah, that
Yeah,
works.
yeah. So that's pretty much been my whole entire purchasing history in the past like month. So that it kind of dented my wallet a little bit.
Now, are you going to a record store day on Saturday?
Is that record store day?
Yeah, so that's it's twice a year. You have Record Store Day. Spring is always in April, and then you have Black Friday Record Store Day. So this Saturday is actually Record Store Day. They have a bunch of limited releases.
You got to be kidding me.
Uh, yeah, so there's but I don't know. Check out they have a PDF listing on their website, and there's a couple things I'm interested in. I always go to the Beach Boys. I always go to Brian Wilson. Nothing this time, but what I'm really interested in is the Pixies. It's a 2 LP live at Coachella 2004.
Mm.
So like recent Pixies. You into the Pixies or no?
I don't even know who they are, to be honest with you.
Oh God!
Yeah, I know.
No, no,
So
no. Let's think about this.
you're supposed to teach me these things. I
Wait a second.
but
I play this. I play the song at a bar we go to. It's called "This Monkey's Gone to Heaven." Monkey Gone to Heaven.
is this one of those things where like, yo, you got to listen to this song, and I'm just sitting there like, yeah, this is pretty good.
You ever see the movie Eraserhead or?
No, no.
Gee,
No,
damn it!
I'm
No,
sorry.
so they're '90s alternative legends. Is really what
Okay,
they are.
okay.
Yeah.
You know, I've heard of them. I've definitely heard of them. But
Frank Black. Frank Black is or he goes by Black Francis now. All these artists, they're so insufferable.
I know it's pretty annoying when they have stuff like
Yeah.
that. But no, I know what you're talking about though.
That looks pretty good. There's a Del Shannon record coming out. Looks pretty good. He was, big in the '50s rock and roll kind of scenario.
Okay.
Tangerine Dream. You into them?
No, another one that I've heard of, but
No.
here's the thing. I think
Uh,
remember when we first started the show and like
yeah, yeah.
you picked it out. You got to give me one of these and I'll listen
Okay.
to it, and then
All right. Stand by.
I'll let you. No, like you don't have to right now.
I'm picking one right
Oh,
now.
okay.
Let's see here. Let's go to Wikipedia. But yeah, there's some good stuff here listed. Let's see here. What else we got? Creedence Clearwater Revival. This
My
should be
God.
good. This is live, a live release. That's pretty good. Wow, a lot of live stuff coming out, which I don't necessarily care for. I kind of like the deep cuts.
Oh no,
But
yeah, absolutely. When when you're
it's-
listening to it on vinyl, I think like the actual in studio recording is probably the
yes.
best. Like there's a place for live music though.
Oh, absolutely. All right, so this is what I want you to listen to. I want you to listen to Pixies Doolittle.
Okay, Pixies Doolittle.
That's probably a good place to start.
All right. I will definitely do that. I won't I won't screw up the album this time either.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, you listened to Yellow Submarine.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's fantastic.
That was so fun when we did that. That was what that was probably like episode 2 or 3, I think.
Yeah, yeah,
We've grown so much since then. So, I mean, that's a
yeah,
that's a deep cut in itself for, early listeners, but
yeah. When you go back into our catalog, it's
oh
definitely
yeah.
there's some good stuff here. Oh my God, Daughtry. Daughtry has a record store day release coming out.
Daughtry didn't he have like a hit in the early 2000s? That name
Yeah, he was
sounds
on.
familiar.
He was on American Idol.
Oh, yes. I remember him now. Yeah.
Oh my God, what is the market for record store day Daughtry? What could that possibly be?
I can't even imagine. I'd
Yeah.
love to see the people that are out there for that.
You know what? It was great. The one year I went, they had, remember, the band Typo Negative?
Yes.
So Typo Negative had like the one year they had all these insane releases, like this major box that was like $250.
Hmm.
Couple other things like everything else. The first people in line, they all ran to the Typo Negative, and it sold out within 20 minutes that I was there. It was insane.
Yeah, so okay, so like it sounds like these record store days get pretty crazy. Like they open
Yeah,
the
you got to
doors
get
and
in
like
line.
people are really.
Yeah. I've waited in line numerous times.
Now let me ask you this: if you're like me, if
I'm
you're
like
like
you.
if
Okay.
you're if you okay,
All right.
unfortunately, if you're just a pleb and
Yes.
you're just getting into this, is it difficult to like if you go in not knowing what you want, am I gonna miss like everything? Is it just gonna be like a regular day for me?
Well, it all depends on what you're looking for. Yes, there's things that I've missed glaringly in front of me that end up being collectible. But then again, there's something to be said for, okay, what am I going to collect this and I'm going to save it for 30 years and never do anything with it? Maybe somebody would enjoy it and really, play it and appreciate it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I
Okay.
usually would just, yeah, I would usually just go in and look for the stuff that I wanted and that was it. But I would, take a lap and see what they have.
Yeah. So like if I like, will they mark like, oh, this is a limited release or anything like that?
Usually it has a sticker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
It
do
has
you
a
think they'd
sticker.
have think they'd have Saint Pepsi there, or is that?
Yeah. I don't see Saint Pepsi on the list.
Oh, man. That's
No, I don't see
funny.
Saint Pepsi on the list, but
Okay,
usually
well,
then it'll tell you how many were pressed on the back.
well, okay. You're talking. I'm sorry, I'm asking so many questions because this is new to me, folks. Everyone,
Yeah,
this is
absolutely.
new to
No,
me.
yeah.
But like, you're talking about this list. Is this list like universal for all record stores, or like what's going on here?
I don't know why that's so funny. It just
uh,
I don't know why that's so. So if you go to the Record Store Day website, you type in Record Store Day, they will have a web-based version. I'm sorry, you're just cracking me up. And a PDF version of the list. And the
okay,
list, yes,
okay.
it should be universal, but some stores get certain things. Like there might be like a regional release or like a West Coast release. Like there's like certain things. Now, I will say that the store that is a major record store in our area
Hmm.
usually has like 90% of the stuff that's on the list.
Okay, all right. This is interesting. Then this is pretty
And it
cool.
may only be like one or two copies, but they'll have it.
Okay, I see. So you really have to get in line if you want some of these things.
Yeah, if you want some of these things, it would definitely be better to go online.
Okay, I got you. I'm looking
And
for the.
I'm pretty sure you could. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure you could reserve in person or on the phone too.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking at it, and guys, you could see it live on the screen right now. But I'm looking through this list. This is pretty cool.
Hmm.
Yeah, let's see.
I will
No,
say I haven't gone in a while just because there hasn't been a huge ton of stuff that I was into. But yeah,
yeah, no St. Pepsi. So I mean, there's
well, it's over.
yeah, that's unfortunate. But what could you do?
Any gorillas? Any gorillas Dream a Day?
Oh,
Any raw cuts?
now yeah, let's see. Um, no, no gorillas.
Oh man, well,
I'm
this
I'm sure
this
I'll
is a
find maybe
loss.
maybe I'll pick up that Daughtry album. I guess I don't know.
I'll take 3 of the
Yeah.
Daughtry. Like really?
Wait, I say what? All right. Did you make a mistake or? Oh, that's funny. For next week we're definitely gonna have to do a review of Record Day then, because I'm probably gonna go because
Wow.
I'm not doing anything on Saturday, so
If you're going,
probably
I'm gonna
gonna.
get. I won't be able to go. I'm going to a football contest. But
Oh, okay.
if I give you a list, I'll Venmo you some cash.
Okay. Dixon, this costs $500. Yeah, well, I got 50 now, and then you could take.
Do you take credit
Yeah,
or
yeah.
gift
It's
certificate?
it's it's coming in the mail. Don't worry about it.
Ah
Uh,
man, you get there at 1 p.m. Oh
yeah.
yeah, they didn't have any.
Wait, what? I thought. Oh man. Oh, here's a quick question. Maybe this will
Yeah,
help
go for
other
it.
maybe this will help other people. Now I see
Yeah,
you look at the format, right?
yeah.
Now there's LP, And I
Right.
understand the difference between 12-inch vinyl and 7-inch vinyl, obviously, but like, isn't
Right.
LP just the same as a 12-inch vinyl, or is that
Boy,
different?
I'm so glad you asked that question. That's a
Okay.
really good question. It really is. Because you have a 12 inch, right? And it could be, you could do a 12-inch single, a 10-inch single, a 12 or 10-inch extended play with like 4 tracks on it.
Okay.
LP, long play, traditionally in the 12-inch category, just
Hmm.
because it's, larger surface area, that kind of thing.
Right.
But yeah, that's where that kind of comes in. But you could do a 12-inch single, like I have a bunch of 12-inch singles and stuff, or 10-inch singles. So
Okay.
yeah. And then
I
you have the
see.
45. Yeah.
Okay. I got you. I got you.
Yeah. Yeah. So if it's a 12-inch long play, it means it's a full album. If it's an EP, it means there's like 4 tracks on it, extended play. If it's a single, then it's an A side and B side.
Gotcha. Okay. That's
Yeah.
pretty interesting. I got. All right. I got you.
Casey Musgraves has a cool release coming out too. It's a picture disc.
Now, what's that all about?
Well, it's actually a photographic image pressed onto the vinyl itself.
Wow. Now that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a few picture discs. I have the Meatloaf Bat Out of Hell, which I think is another album that everybody should own. It's in a picture disc,
Hmm.
sealed from 70s, 80s whenever it came out. But yeah, the picture discs are cool. I don't know how it translates. You actually have to do a Reddit search on this, how it translates to sound quality, if there's a difference in terms of sound with the image on it, as
I
opposed to just the
I
solid vinyl.
I wonder. That's a really good question because I feel
Yeah,
like
because
that have
probably a different coating.
I think they have some kind of interference, like a little bit, right?
I would think, like I said, it has to be at the very least a different coating or a different something that they put on there because it's got to be an image transferred.
Yeah, no, I'll have to look into that. But I honestly, I'm super excited about this. I really had no idea. I wouldn't know if you didn't tell me. So I'm
I
gonna
totally forgot about it
review
until the
there.
beginning of the show. That's why I figured I'd bring it up since we're doing records and rants.
Awesome, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I'll definitely see what I could do on on record day.
Say Pepsi.
Oh man.
So
Oh, the
funny.
Offspring greatest hits. Wow.
Yeah, I saw. I thought you'd be interested in that. That's cool too. Greatest hits of the Offspring. That's cool.
I would definitely love to get that. That'd
Yeah.
be something. Cuz like I feel like the Offspring is a I'm sure they have a lot of good music, but it's it's one of those bands where I only know the hits. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, oh, the Lumineers. I can't stand the Lumineers. I hate to say that. I hate to
No,
say
they
that.
sounds they, every single song they have sounds exactly alike.
Yeah, and it's just I don't know, it's just something I just don't like, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Oh wow, Darlene Love. You know Darlene Love?
I do not.
Oh man, she has. Well, I shouldn't say she. The Darlene Love sang the greatest Christmas song of all time.
Oh, no, what song is that?
Christmas parentheses baby please come home. The
I
snow's falling down. I'm watching it fall. Lots of people around. Ice please come home.
I I
You never
don't I
heard it?
don't
You definitely have
no.
heard it. I'm just not. I'm just giving you the spoken word version. But yeah, you definitely heard it.
Song by Darlene Love. I wish I could play this live, but I can't unfortunately because we'll get struck. We'll immediately get copywritten struck unfortunately.
Just listen to it at 1% volume.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, here, let me see what I could do here. Oh, you know what? I could actually mute the desktop audio so it won't come through. See, we could do crazy stuff here on this
Oh
show.
my god, that is crazy.
So it's called Chris. What is it called?
Darlene, let's put in Darlene Love Christmas.
Darlene Love Christmas. Here it is. Let's take a listen. Oh, so this is like an older one, huh?
Oh yeah, this is from the '60s. This is from an album, Phil Spector's Christmas Gift to You, produced by Phil Spector, released the same day JFK was shot, so it was a total flop when it came out.
Wow. So that was kind
Yeah,
of like overridden, I guess, by
yeah, it was. But it's one of the greatest Christmas albums of all time. Phil Spector, of course, went off the
Oh my
deep end,
God.
shot his wife.
Yes, I know this song.
Wow, wonderful. There you go.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's great. And
Yeah,
and, and you said she has an album coming out?
yeah. She has a limited release record right now. I don't know the extent of her catalog other than that song, but evidently there's enough to have a release for it.
Yeah, I guess so. That's pretty interesting. I'm a big fan of Christmas music to begin with. I wonder if they have any records that just like compile all the best like Christmas, like how like like this kind of old stuff and like the stuff that you hear on the radio.
Yeah,
I would,
now
I
this is
would,
what I call Christmas.
yeah, yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Now this is what I call Christmas double
Yeah.
two LP, something like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited for this. We're definitely do. I'll listen to that album that you told me to listen to, which was hold on. Run that by me one more time, Dixon, so all the people at home know.
Doolittle
Oh,
by the Pixies.
yes. Okay, of course.
That's what all the people at home know. Man. You're on fire today, man. You're cracking me up.
Thanks.
So, do we get into our rants now? What do you think?
Oh
Is this
boy!
part
Oh
two?
boy! Put the alarm on. Rants coming in. Here we go, everyone. If you're here for the records only, please leave now because we're about to dive into some super crazy stuff. But yeah, let's get right into the rants. Let's finish up strong with the rant, Dixon.
All right, so
I know you have one, so lay it on me.
so I don't know so much of this is a rant or not, but recent days, the judge in Florida, a federal judge, has struck down the previous requirement for people to wear masks on public transportation, such as airplanes, Ubers, that kind of thing.
Yes.
So, as a result of that, the airlines immediately began lifting their face mask requirements on in the airports. TSA is no longer going to enforce it. You don't have to wear it in the airport. You don't have to wear it on certain airlines. Uber
right.
and Lyft also lifted their mask requirement.
Right. So now,
yeah. Go ahead.
No. Sorry. Go ahead.
No. What were you going to say?
Oh,
Share your report.
No. I was going to say it was like I think a lot of people are also overlooking the fact that it's that it pertains to Uber as well, because I mean,
yeah.
as you know, we've gone in some Ubers and like we've had to wear the mask. Like it's
Right.
it's a thing, and like so it kind of sucks because like you're traveling around and like you're having fun at night, like you don't bring a mask anymore. Like no one's wearing masks anymore. So like an Uber rolls up
Right.
and they're like, hey, do you have a mask? And you're like, well, no. They're like, well, you have to wear
Yes.
one in here. That sucks.
Yeah, it sucks big time, and especially with the ladies, they do their makeup. Yeah, that mask on top of your makeup. That's disgusting. It's awful.
Exactly. That's a little sexist towards women because they have to.
Mm-hmm.
They're dolling themselves up for everyone. For themselves. I'm sorry, not for everyone, just for themselves.
Just for themselves only.
Yeah, just for themselves only. But but yeah,
that's the truth. It's a pain in the ass, right? Basically,
Yeah, exactly.
So they struck it down. So it's funny because the Biden administration, DOJ, all that kind of stuff, they kind of punted the decision around if they were going to appeal or not. So they're looking at appealing and what the appeal was going to look like. So they were going back and forth, and I guess it was basically said, okay, the DOJ is going to, appeal it, Department of Justice, whatever. Turns out that they kicked it around, then he defaulted back to the CDC. What should the CDC do? And it really comes down to the fact that they don't know who's really enforcing this. they don't really know where it came from, who's enforcing it, what it is.
You gotta love government.
Yeah,
no one knows what's going on.
Exactly. Homeland Security, the White House, they've just been going back and forth. They don't know what to do, so they're deflecting to the CDC.
Yep.
CDC, of course, is recommending that you wear a mask on airplanes, which I'm going to be honest with you right now. If when it comes to masks, if you ever had to or needed to wear a mask, wearing a mask in an airplane and or an Uber, I think makes the most sense out of all the masking things, because you're not getting anything in the grocery store. I hate to tell you, you were lied to. I'm saying it right now.
Wow! Oh boy, we're getting canceled right here. This is it.
You're not getting it in the grocery store. You're not getting it by some poor bastard passing by you for 1 second. That's not how it's going. Right?
No, yeah.
But regardless of, okay, the flight, maybe it makes sense. You're on a flight for what? 2, 4, 6, 8 hours, however long, right?
Yep.
You're in this recycled air vessel, but nonetheless, you can still eat and drink on the plane. So the whole thing is basically just a farce in reality, because if you were that contagious or something's that contagious, it's getting out of your nostril the minute you lower your mask and take a sip of the Coke they give you for free. And it's done, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So of course you're gonna have experts that say, wear your mask, keep wearing your mask, which I think is fine for some people. But you know what? It's great to have the choice that if you want to
Yes.
wear the mask, you can. If you don't want to wear the mask, go right ahead. But there's actually this really funny tweet that I just want to mention really quick.
Oh yeah, let's hear
And so she's just a
it.
menace, just a
Oh
menace to
boy.
society. Their name is Bess Kalb,
What could you spell it out quick?
Bess
Yeah.
space Kalb.
AALB. Okay.
And she has been just seems like an absolutely miserable woman. Every aspect of her existence is something a complaint, fighting against something, rage against the machine, whatever. It just seems like she's just never happy at all. It's just got to be a terrible existence that everything bothers you all the time.
Yeah, I would imagine, right?
Yeah, I would think so. And she's been one that's been on Twitter since the beginning of this pandemic, really making a name for herself and just taking these absolutely horrible takes. Her biggest thing at the beginning of the pandemic, at the beginning of this vid, was that her father was in the emergency room, on the front lines, taking care of patients, seeing patients die,
Oh
all this kind
boy.
of stuff. It turns out he was doing telemedicine. And she
Oh,
was
I gotta love
she
it.
was yeah, she was notorious for sharing these articles that were like 3 weeks old, like, oh my god, it's on the rise. So this was like 3 weeks ago, right? So she,
Oh my god.
so she tweeted this the other day. Thrilled to announce I'm going to smoke cigarettes on my next Delta flight because I'm really not worried about the health risks, and Delta puts my personal freedom first.
Wow.
So there you go. So they're absolutely outraged.
Actually, I have it up right now. This is yeah, this is this is interesting. Uh and a lot of people are supporting her. She's got
Yeah,
88,000 likes on this.
yeah, it's amazing. I when I saw that, I was absolutely floored. I couldn't believe it.
It's oh god. This is
Thing is even if you're a big time masker and masks work, right, why
mhm.
don't you just do what they've been telling you the whole time? Wear your goggles, which I don't know who developed that in what regard. Wear your goggles. You wear your 95 or your N95, and then wear something on top of it. Right, that's what they're telling you to do. Double mask up, get the N95 going. You're really protected, and
Yeah.
then get on your plane and go, and don't lower it to take care of to eat anything. Right. So
Yeah,
if that
yeah,
in
just yeah,
reality if that
keep it
works,
on.
just go for it. Yeah,
Mhm.
because your boy, Mister the Savior, Dr. Fauci, just said a few weeks ago, it's up to the person now to assess their own level of risk, which we've been saying the whole time.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So there you go. So he just told you he's your savior that you should assess your own level of risk. So what's the problem here?
I I don't know.
Yeah,
I I
exactly.
I
It's
I I
crazy.
I couldn't tell you. Like, I mean, obviously, if they're dropping the mandate, then that means something, right? Like,
Right. Yes.
then you're probably okay if you got your V or whatever, and then you
Yeah.
just
Yeah. Yeah.
assess your own risk. Like, if you're really that scared, then just don't fly. If you're
Yes.
worried that you're going to perish from
Yes.
traveling,
Yes.
then just don't go on a plane. I guess I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know
Yeah.
what else you want to say. Like, if it's not a law, it's not a law, and it can't be enforced. So this
Oh
is
my
this is
God.
this is just what it is. I'll tell you what. I remember the one time I
Oh.
flew, and I had the mask on. Turns out I was staying at a friend's house the night prior before leaving, and they had a cat, and I am
Uh
deathly
oh.
allergic to cats. Well, the cat got in my
Uh
bag
oh.
apparently and got all dander all over it. So when I put the mask on, I was dying. I was coughing, and this was
Oh
like in the height,
God.
like this was at the time when we were just getting allowed to like travel, and
Oh
I
my
was I was
goodness.
coughing, I was sneezing, I couldn't breathe. It was probably one of the worst. It was the worst air flight experience I ever had, and I was also sitting in the middle seat.
Oh my.
It was bad. It was
Did you
bad.
did you explain yourself at all?
No, no, I didn't. I was I was sitting next to a friend though, and I was trying to tell him loudly like what was going on. So I didn't explain to people around me. I hope they
Oh,
got like
okay.
the secondhand info though.
Yes, yes. Wow, I
Yeah,
wasn't
that was.
invited on this trip. Or
Oh,
who was this with?
I think this is with the cabin boys. I think.
Oh, the
Yeah,
Miss Cabin Boys. I thought you
yeah.
were afraid to fly.
I do not like flying. I'm not a fan of it.
Oh,
I'll do it, but like I'm not gonna have a good
oh,
time doing it. I guess. Yeah.
all right, fair enough.
Yeah. But yeah, no,
Gotcha,
I mean,
understood.
like my take on this is I'm just glad that we don't have to wear them now because after that incident, I was like, I never want to wear a mask on a flight again. I'm like,
Yeah,
this
it's
is
miserable.
yeah, I don't know. It was
That sucks. That's
it,
awful.
yeah, no, it was very bad. I'm sorry, I'm just reading through these replies right
Yeah,
now. They're pretty ridiculous.
yeah. There's a lot of, and this thing is like a lot of. I see a lot of these defiant takes, like, "Well, I'm still wearing my mask." That's great. Go
Mhm.
for it.
Yeah, no,
Absolutely.
go for
Yeah,
it. Yeah, if you yeah if you deem
yeah,
that necessary, then do it.
yeah. Nobody cares. Nobody's saying don't. It's just like you don't have to.
Oh my god, yeah, lung cancer is just a seasonal virus. So very funny.
Oh
Yeah,
boy. Oh gosh.
unbelievable.
Amazing. Well, I mean, that was a pretty successful rant because
Yeah,
it's just so relevant. It's unbelievable. We'll see
it
how this
is. It
unfolds.
is.
It'll be interesting to see if the DOJ or whatever, if they actually think they have something to go by, which evidently they don't because they've been waiting to see if they appeal and they don't know
Yeah.
who to take it. So
Yeah, so it
yeah,
sounds like it's already bungled to begin with. So we'll see what
yeah,
happens. But yeah,
yeah. Well, it is
yeah.
what it is, and it is what you make it.
Wow,
Ice.
wow. That's right. That's right. I
So true.
this is a great first episode. I really enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun.
Let me ask you this: are we going to continue the countdown of the episodes we had previously, or is this a new format?
I don't
New
know.
new thing.
Well, I see when I title this, I put number 001. So
Okay, gotcha.
I don't know if we archive like all the old Ice and Dixon shows under like a different playlist and then just start this brand new. I
That's
don't know. It
probably a good idea.
we'll have
Yeah,
to
that's
have
probably a
a
good idea.
yeah, okay. Well, I was gonna say we'll have to have a BTS with management, but if you say so, then then it's happening.
Yeah, I think that works. That sounds good
Yeah.
to me.
All
Makes
right,
sense.
that sounds good.
Well, let me know how you are at Record Store Day. Maybe I'll see you at some point this weekend.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. That'd be fantastic. I would love it.
Sounds good.
All right, guys.